Hello, and welcome to the final module of Public Domain Treasures. In this module, you will learn the public domain repurposing tactics. I will now show you how to edit public domain content for commercial use and how to repurpose them for maximum gains and profits. One of the first tactics to repurpose your public domain content is to convert it into a book that is a sellable format. You need a scanner that has optical character recognition, or OCR software. Then set your scanner to scan each page of the book into a Word document. This way, you will put the text into the Word document and it will allow you to edit it as required. And finally, once you have the book converted completely into digital format, you can print it or convert it into PDF document for resale. Even if your republished work is not fancy, do not worry about it. You should keep in mind that people are more interested in the information contained in it rather than pretty production values. But it should not look unprofessional at the same time. Either you print your pages on one side in black and white from your home with any LaserJet printer, or go to the nearest copy shop which offers inexpensive do-it-yourself services and bring your own paper. After that, you can tuck the pages into a binder or can use a spiral binding system. Now your product is ready to ship off to your customer. It is very important that before starting any public domain business, you have to study and consider the materials very carefully. You must not complicate or put your business in trouble with copyright products. Hence, it's very important that you follow the few points. Anything that is not protected under United States copyright law can be considered as public domain. That includes works published before 1923 and under certain conditions, works published up to 1978. The work can mean anything: a book, a play, music, photographs, movies, instruction manuals, courses, reports, posters, etc. This republishing and repackaging public domain information, as well as other creative works, can help you make lots of money. The reason behind is fairly simple. In case you find, repackage, or even sell information that fall into the public domain, you do not have to pay royalties or copyright fees on that effort. You cannot name about any other business works like that. If you work it out properly, then you can resell again and again, and you can keep 100% of the profits without paying a single penny for the acquisition change of it, and not 1 cent in royalties or copyright fees for its continuous use. In case of any normal business startup, you will be required to provide a tax ID number, and with that various other documents and proof of your business registration just to be eligible to buy products for resale. And after that also, you've had full chance to establish proper terms with the wholesaler. You will be required to pay cash upfront for all your starting inventory purchase. For example, if you are buying widgets for $4.95 wholesale and then selling them for $9.95, you have to constantly reinvest that $4.95 for more widgets. Moreover, in order to do a trade of widgets in larger margin, you need a large inventory. Even before you start to open your business door, you have to invest upfront money in widgets, and the moment one is sold, you have to take $4.95 out of that $9.95 sale, and you have to plunge that right back into buying more widgets. All businesses need you to constantly have your hard-earned cash, depending on the type of business you operate, tied up in cold, hard inventory for as long as you are in business. Now, if you contrast this normal business startup plan with one that has started using 100% free public domain information as their product, first of all, you should understand that there are few businesses in the world that are much more profitable than the information business, selling books, manuals, reports, photographs, posters, coupons, gift certificates, courses, etc. But the biggest problem for most of the individuals who want to enter this enormously profitable business is that they have to either create their own informative product or have to secure it by paying an upfront fee for the rights to sell someone else's product. For most individuals, creating their own information product is no doubt a very hard job to do. They cannot write or may not like to write. they find it difficult or even impossible to think about writing an entire book. In case you love the idea of publishing information as a business model, but you do not want to or cannot create your own book or manual, then what do you do? Let us take another example. You find a deal where someone else will allow you to purchase a resale license to their book or manual. In most cases, the rights can be purchased very inexpensively. But the problem, of course, is that everyone else has already discovered this secret and has purchased the rights of the same book you just bought, and they are already selling it all over the internet. In this case, not only have you lost exclusivity, the product has been already discounted heavily to attract sales, and there is hardly any profit margin left in the sale of the book. If you go to eBay, you can see ebooks are heavily discounted already. There is no profit in there. Of course, you can also purchase rights that are very much expensive and exclusive. $900, $1,500, up to $15,000 or more for the rights. And in many such cases, you will have to pay royalties on each sale, payable quarterly to the respective copyright holder. This will surely make your product more exclusive and sales will be much better. However, you are still faced with enormous competition because the investment required to purchase these kinds of rights will have attracted the most dangerous competition of all, sophisticated marketers or players with money. Of course, these players competing against you is not good news. If you're just starting out or want a good chance of making a lot of money with your reprint right product, like we discussed earlier, let us contrast this business startup with one that has started using 100% free public domain information as their widget. First, securing the rights to public domain information will cost you nothing because they are 100% free to use. It might cost you a few dollars to buy a used book or course you find in a used book store, but those costs are really minimal. Secondly, there are thousands of works to choose from and thousands of categories, and since almost no one knows this kind of opportunity even exists, you will be able to dominate the entire market before your competition even knew what hit them. Finally, since you do not have to purchase a large stockpile of inventory and you have no major competition, you can spend your money where it matters most, creating an effective marketing strategy that makes you money. You can create your own website or can sell it on websites like eBay. If you like to build a lasting business, then you definitely build your own website and also use eBay as add-on marketing advantage. But in case you need to start small business, then eBay is a good place to start. And if your product sells good, then you can create your own website and sell it on the internet. By creating a great, informative website about your topic, and then by offering your manuals, patterns, ebooks, CDs, DVDs, or other products for sale on your site, you can turn this into very profitable business. Moreover, you can also use public domain images. You can check all the wonderful images available in the public domain. You will get everything from old greeting cards, postcards, photos, magazine prints, book illustrations, and many more in the public domain. But images can be a little trickier to copyright on. So if you decide to use any images, it is highly recommended that you follow the copyright rule very carefully. You may have heard about using public domain information to create good ebooks, manuals, and other informative products to start a small business. By proper promotion, you can target any type of niche with this business idea. Nowadays, people are selling ebooks and instruction manuals on everything from home improvement, gardening, crafts, self-help, etc. And this is not limited into printed word. You can have access rights to old films and music and create CDs and DVDs to sell. You can also consider artwork and illustrations a very vital business opportunity. There are thousands of work to choose from and from thousands of categories, and there are very few people who know this kind of opportunity exists. Public domain information is always a great resource to build a website. Suppose you love doll making. You can incorporate a lot of old public domain information into your website as you find it. Toys can even ebooks, or manuals to sell, which can contain some of the better techniques and information you discover in that art. This can be the ultimate home-based business, and the idea of creating a business using the public domain work is very effective in modern day. It is really a veritable treasure chest of resources for products and websites you can create. And if you feel this is a business idea, you would like to research more, then you can get help on the internet. A great example of someone who has used public domain information to create a website is Rebecca Fine of the Science of Getting Rich fame. She created a website and made the book available as a free download, and has built an entire business around that one book that was in the public domain. Now we can take her case as a case study to understand the opportunity more clearly. It is normal to think that how does she make profits? She sells a CD version of that book and also created an audiobook. The reason of her success is that one book, and people from many countries all over the world download the book. It is highly recommended that you read the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Another very good case study for a website using public domain works can be Expired Dinosaur Images website, as the creator has put his collection of all dinosaur images from expired public domain works online in this website to be used for free with his content. So, how does he make money with this website? He has Google ads and other ads posted on his website. Besides that, he also sells high quality scans and prints of his images. Another example of a website using public domain images is Luna Girl Vintage Butterfly and Ephemera Images. In this website, the owner has scanned and cataloged her collection of vintage printed images and makes money from the sale of her CDs as well as downloaded images. If you study it properly, then you can use public domain works to create art prints, note cards, posters, decorative items, and more to sell on your website or through other channels. Cafe Press can be a very good option for such business. You can put your designs, clothing items, office supplies, posters, note cards, coffee mugs, and Cafe Press provides you with an outlet to have these printed on demand. But the most important part is you don't have to invest any of the inventory. You just pay a fee every time one of your products is ordered and printed. Moreover, they also provide you with an online store set up for your products and much more. Another very good way to sell your public domain info products is on eBay. To get an idea of how people are doing this, check out vintage reproduced pattern book listings on eBay. Also, check out eBay Seller Historical Work CDs, innovative use of public domain material to create CDs to sell. You'll find everything from vintage house plans, art design, crafts, horse training, embroidery, recipes, and embalming instructions. You can create a successful business by the help of Public Domain Income Plan, which provide lots of information on how to sell your public domain ebooks on Kindle and eBay, how to make CDs, DVDs, and more, and how to research eBay for ideas. You can also watch the Public Domain Treasure Chest video to discover and identify how you can find niches on eBay that you can supply by finding public domain works to sell. Sell the resale rights on public domain materials. The issue of resale rights is a hot item now, and there's a good reason for it. They certainly make it very simple for you to get set up to sell products online, and you can very easily earn lots of passive income with these type of products. It basically means that you have the rights to resell the product by yourself, accepting and keeping the payments for each sale. Working with resale rights is very similar to affiliate marketing. In that case, you promote a product that someone else has developed. The main difference is that instead of earning a percentage of the sale as commission, you can earn 100% of the sale on each product. Moreover, you also control the entire sales process, which also means that you can add back-end sales, one-time offers, build a mailing list and a customer database, follow up with all your buyers, etc. Having the rights to a product puts you in a position to create an effective automated selling system that can continuously earn you money. One of the main benefits to purchasing resale rights is that in this case, you do not have to create your own product. You also do not have to create a website, and you do not have to write your own sales copy. You simply have to buy resale rights to a great product, and you are in the core of information product business at the same time. But you have to be careful, as all resale rights are not the same. There are generally 4 categories for resale rights, and you have to familiarize yourself with these properties so that you can choose which types of products you might want to resale and sell. Even within each of the main group, you may find that actual rights to the product varies. So be sure that you read the instructions or rights that come with each product, because there are maybe variations from seller to seller. Resale rights. For instance, some products come with resale rights automatically. Others give you the option to purchase resale rights to that product separately, or even for a slightly higher price. In both the cases, you do have to purchase the product itself. Getting resale rights of the product means you will also generally receive the mini site, the order page and download page, so that you will be able to set it up and resell the product on your own website or on a completely new domain name. Master resale rights. The master resale rights work exactly like resale rights, except that you also have the opportunity to sell the rights to someone else. So, in addition to making product sale directly, you can also sell the resale rights package to other interested sellers. Private label rights. Now with both resale rights and master resale rights, you have the authorization to edit the product in any way, and there are often requirements and details such as pricing. Private label rights will give you much more flexibility, will allow you to customize the product or the content of the product and use it in various ways. Now, if we consider public domain then, content in public domain is very similar to private label rights. With both of these types of rights, you can basically rework all of the content or source and use it to create an entirely new product, even simply by publishing it as your own. Anything which was published from 1923 to 1963 and not renewed is considered public domain material, meaning that the copyright has not been renewed. Since there is no longer a copyright on that material, you may copy it or republish it even for commercial use. Turning public domain works into digital products. Modern world became a digital world since the advent of the internet. Even the cost of computers has steadily dropped and enabled the majority of homes in the world to own minimum one personal computer. And for this reason, it is always a very good idea to have your physical products in digital format as well. Very often, you will find public domain works in the offline world, and you need to convert them into digital products. If you want to convert film, music, or sound bites to digital format, then this can be easily done with the help of right equipment and pictures that can be easily scanned. But converting a written work to a digital format takes a bit of hard work. It has to be retyped in the correct manner. Since typing hundreds of pages will take a great deal of time, you may want to hire a good typist who can convert the work to a digital format for you. Typists usually charge by each page or sometimes by each word, but the prices are usually very much reasonable as well as affordable. There are many services that will convert film, music, and sound bites to digital format, but if you do not have the necessary equipment, then you cannot do that. Costs for this type of work do vary depending on the media that is being converted and how much of it there is to convert. Now, if you don't intend to use the entire work for your product, then you can also choose to just have particular parts of the written work converted to digital format. This will definitely save both time and money. Any pictures from the work that need to be included can very easily be scanned in your computer. Lastly, once a non-digitized work gets converted to digital work, it can be easily edited and manipulated in however you think it suits. Defiantly, you can use word processors, sound programs, and graphics programs to make the changes that you want. But if you do not have such kind of software, or you do not know how to use it properly, then you can also hire freelancing professionals to make appropriate changes for you. If you like to sell digital information products like a downloadable course online, you might be interested to know that there is a quick and very easy way to multiply your income much quickly and easily. By turning your digital info products into physical products, you immediately increase the number of potential customers you can sell to, and you also increase the value of your product at the same time. You can follow two quickest and easiest ways to do this. By turning your digital products into physical CD, DVD ROMs. In this process, by offering your digital products shipped by mail in form of DVD or CD-ROM to your customers, you can very easily charge many times more than you are presently charging for the similar information that is in a downloadable format. That is, because customers do not only appreciate the convenience of having the information, but also available on physical media which they can store, but with the one-time effort you put into creating the artwork for the cover and disc art, you can also raise the product's value. But the best part is, it is just as easy to set up a system that burns and ships physical CD or DVD ROMs for your information products to your customers as it sets them for sale as digital downloads. Because of the services such as kunkaki.com, you can also upload your data and artwork one time to their servers, and after that, you can take the orders and have them manufactured and drop shipped automatically to your customers with integrating these services with scripts and software such as Auction Acrobat. By turning your digital products and physical print courses, with every passing day, the product value of any information in digital PDF format decreases more and more. Because of this, many people are turning back towards physical books, something with the actual paper pages that they can turn in their hands and refer to whenever they want, without turning their computer on every time. The advantage of this is people are always willing to pay premium for information in such format. If it is information they are looking for, then it can be very effective. With the help of print-on-demand services such as Lulu.com, you now have the advantage to the point where it is a simpler and easier process for you to upload the PDFs of your digital products and also have them instantly turn into printed books format, or even better as spiral bound manuals. With the help of CD and DVD ROMs option, manuals or courses in the printed format, with extra additional cover art, you can easily charge a much higher price while you still get the same or better conversion rates. Moreover, you can expand the number of the customers you can market the product, since your physical book can also be offered on the sites like Amazon.com. Building membership websites from public domain material. Before building a website, it is very important that you have a clear layout or plan about your website and how you want your website to function. You can use the website only to share online, or you can use it as your product order or shipment purposes. It is advisable that you consult with or get help from a professional if required. There are many ways to get set up a user registration and login system for your public domain website. But the two simplest ways to do this are sites with a small or fixed number of users. Many people want this facility to set up something like a photo sharing website. That site probably will contain photos and web content meant only for a few selective people. In case of such sites, there are probably few users and the number of users is also fairly stable. You may want to set up a simple password protected area on your website. The password protected area can contain normal web pages or product details or whatever you like. For this, your site needs to be hosted on any Apache web server. This is probably not a very big issue, as it sounds, since most web hosts use such kind of server. And finally, after setting up a proper password protected area, if you want to set up a product gallery in that area, then one way to do it is using a web editor manually or by using a proper script. Sites catering to the general public. For sites which want to allow their visitors to register in order to access a password-protected members area, it is probably the easiest to use the type of software known as Content Management System, or CMS. There are many such type of programs available for free, and you can find long lists of them on any free content management systems PHP scripts page on the internet. Such kind of software requires your web host to allow PHP scripts and provide a database server. This is a very standard process for commercial web hosts, so chances are that this will not be a problem for you. Other than allowing you to create a membership or subscription system, the CMS will also let you manage your site from your web browser without even using a web editor. Basically, you probably do not have much of a choice in this matter. Unless you are using a commercial expression engine, CMS, which will make it easy for you to use a visual web editor to design the proper appearance of your site while still using its online interface to manage it. Finally, as for how you can go about installing and using a CMS, you have to check the documentation that comes with the software. Each program has its own way of doing things, and it is not possible to have a common guideline. Most of these popular CMSs will have an installation guide somewhere in the software package itself or on their website.